Alright, cool. Here we are at Margaret Lake. Yeah, we're just about to do an overnight trip. It's November, but the weather is awesome, so we had to take advantage of that and head out do a quick overnight loop. I'm here with Starbuck, Adventure Dog. She's just checking out these really cool rapids that are right beside the put-in. This is the lake over that way. Yeah, I've never been to this area of the Haliburton water trails before, so I'm pretty excited to check it out and yeah, start our adventure. Oh, what are you doing? You want to play? You want to play? Bucky loves camping. Starbuck Adventure Dog. So we're just starting our first portage from Margaret Lake into Dan Lake. Not a very big lake, actually. I think that was the biggest one we had to paddle, and it took probably 10 minutes to do. So that's pretty chill. It is November 7th. And it's like shortly after noon, so it feels like it's already evening. The sun is expected to go down by about 5 p.m. and dusk is 5:30. So we're just trying to hightail it in time to get camp set up and, more importantly, just get some wood before it gets dark. Everything else we can probably take care of after that. Look at this. Ugh. Oh boy. There we go. That was Maddie with the boat. It's really wet and muddy here, which is no problem for Starbuck. Okay, this is too tough. I gotta go. Totally normal. The portage was sucky muck, if I could borrow that term from Camper Christina. It was entirely wet the whole time until we kind of started going uphill. But yeah, it's a beautiful lake here, and I'm stoked to get going with our journey. Oh, I see some other canoeists. They're just coming around the corner there. So I got shaky cam going on. Cool, we just made it through Dan Lake, and here we are headed to McEwan Lake, so that's the lake that we will be staying on tonight. We were wondering if we could maybe have just paddled it, but weren't really sure and didn't really want to get stuck there in that little creek. So yeah, just portage is only 124 meters, so it's not that long. No big deal. You can kind of see the lake coming up. Come on, bud. Such a beautiful day. I can't believe how warm it is for November. It's like 16 degrees or something like that. And tonight is only supposed to go down to, I think, 6, which is absolutely outstanding. It was colder when we went in October. Well, that was it. You've joined me for the entirety of this portage. So, here is McEwan Lake. Beautiful. Look at this pro. One-handed. Yes.
Thank you. Go, Lucky.
Lucky and the way dog. There's a rock there. Alright, cool. Let's get cracking. Let's go find our site. Alright, so we've had a couple trials and tribulations here since we last spoke. Remember how I said we didn't want to get stuck in that little creek? 100% we could have taken that creek. Would not have been a problem. Putting in after the portage was a nightmare. So definitely would have been easier just to paddle the creek, but what are you going to do? And then and also too, we saw other people paddling through the creek as we were like struggling with the put in, so real cool. And then we got to our site, and there's a gentleman here. He was just kind of eating his lunch or whatever. So he left, but we were just did some extra paddling around the lake. And then when we got to the site, Matt was like, "Hey, do you have my water bottle?" Jeez. And I was like, "No, I definitely don't." So despite all that extra paddling that we had done just to be polite for the guy to finish his lunch, we could have just gone back to the portage to get the water bottle, because we ended up having to do that anyway. So we dropped all our stuff up at the site, went back, ooh, she's windy, went back to the portage and picked up the water bottle, and then came back, and now we're just kind of getting all the camp stuff going. It's probably like 2 or 2:30, but you know, as mentioned, the sun goes down at about 5:30 now, so you know, tick-tock. But yeah, just working on building a little fire pit here, because there were kind of 2 of them that were sort of half built, so we just kind of picked one that we thought might be alright. Building that up here. Matt's just out getting some wood, because it's going to be dark for so long that we're obviously going to need all kinds of wood just to keep the fire going. Just, you know, something to do while it's dark. Yeah, so I guess back at her. Got some stuff to do now. We're just a wee bit behind. organized it all, processed some more stuff, have a little bit left to do, but that's fine. You can do that with headlamps and lights on. Got the tent all set up, which is awesome, because I don't know how much light we have left here today. I don't even know what time it is, but it's funny though, in the late fall, how late in the day it feels, even though it's only the afternoon. It already feels like it's the evening. So yeah, probably just get that fire cracking sooner or later and start thinking about dinner, because I am absolutely starving. I know the camp chair is pretty controversial. As you can see, I'm sitting on our Helinox chairs. I love them. I mean, I'm the one that has to carry them, so totally worth it for me. Matt has one too, and this is actually, the camera's actually sitting on a Helinox table as well. We don't normally bring that with us, but we thought today, just for our little overnight trip, it's really not even that much distance that we've been covering, that we would bring it with us. It's just super convenient to have, right? So I know for backpackers, that kind of thing, ultralight, it all comes down to the ounce. But I think for a casual canoe trip, as a bonus trip to an already awesome season in November, I think we can spare the weight.
I think there's a couple of like way right now.
Matt just said he heard gunshots. Yikes. It is hunting season, I suppose, but I figured we're pretty close to the highway, and we've already seen like 4 or 5 other boats with 2 people in them, so it seems like a pretty high traffic area. That's a little scary. It is 4:25 p.m. and already the sun is down behind the trees. So hopefully we have about an hour and a half left of enough light to see. And then yeah, just get a fire going and kick it night camping after that. Goodbye, sun. We'll see you late tomorrow morning. There are also, you probably can't see right now, but there's no leaves left on any of the trees either. So all the trees are completely bare, other than all the evergreens around here, like the pines and what have you. They still look really nice in all their green glory, but everything else around it is completely gone. The new and improved completed fire pit here. There was sort of half a fire pit here and half a fire pit in front of where the tent was, so we just kind of took all the rocks and made up a big one here. Tried to create a bit of a wind blocker, but it's also on a bit of a slope, so we tried to make sure that it wouldn't just fall out the bottom. Here it is, the unboxing of the new twig stove.
Blang blang.
What's this one called?
Bushcraftessentials.com. Made in Germany.
Ooh, wow.
The Germans.
Nice.
This will be the best engineered twig stove, guaranteed.
That's cool. Yeah, we'll have to get it going here and see it in action. We used to have the... Is it Hoo-Hoo or Oh-Hoo-Hoo or something?
Oh-Hoo-Hoo or
Yeah.
Amazon special.
I was going to say the one available on Amazon. It was okay, but there was really nowhere that you could continually feed it sticks, which is what you had to do. But I guess this one here in the front, yeah, right there, that's where you keep feeding the twigs without having to remove the pot. So hopefully that will significantly cut down on our boiling time. Yeah, that's pretty cool. You got this fire going here too. It's
Which we could also cook on, but the twig stove's more fun.
Yeah, obviously. Well, this fire's kind of lame today anyway. As you can see, there's like 50 branches around it that we're just trying to dry out. There was all kinds of wood when we got here, which we thought was like totally awesome, and it didn't feel very wet, but you know, once you put it on the fire, it's sometimes a different story. So we just tried to dry some of it out around that, and then we're slowly plopping it in to the fire and replacing it with another one to dry. We did go look for some of our own wood, and we got a couple pieces of hardwood, but nothing major. It's obviously a really good site in a high traffic area, so there wasn't too much. And with the waning sunlight and the multiple delays, we're doing our best. And there's Bucky glowing in the distance. You can see her green light up collar. What's the knife of the evening here?
Benchmade bushcrafter. Limited.
Lovely.
Yeah, she works. Thanks, Ryle. Should do it.
Perfect. So we'll just put these in the bottom and then put twigs on top of it? Or put twigs in and then that? The birch bark.
I'm going to put the this in, I think. Yeah, because you have to start from the top, so I don't have to do that this time.
Yeah, true. Yeah, the old stove made it really hard. You had to kind of use like trickery to actually get it lit.
So I wonder how I can... Yeah, I might just do actually hold on. Throw the birch bark in and then throw these in on top, and then hopefully it keeps going.
Your hands aren't in the shot, but I can see your shadow breaking up all the twigs. It's kind of cool. Yeah, this is exciting. I know Matt loved the old bush stove, but obviously there was plenty of room for improvement, so it's cool that he got this one secretly too. He went to Canadian Outdoor Equipment in Mississauga, Ontario, and yeah, he just came home with it and a couple more maps. So every time he gets out that way, he always stops into Canadian Outdoor Equipment and comes back with lots of things. Whoever's selling to him, have some discretion. Nice.
Holy, that was good.
Holy Dinah, that's all the birch bark in there, so that'll probably... So now we know how much is too much.
Never too much. Yeah, shaving it makes a crazy difference.
Yeah, I guess because it's really thin, right? It doesn't take much to get it going. That's our fire starter of choice.
Holy moly,
here.
look at this baby.
I know, that's insane. I can't even get it all in the shot. There we go. Well, sweet. We should have the water boiled in, what, 30 seconds at this rate?
Right? Yeah, look at this side feed. See that?
Oh, the side feed is absolutely
All right,
clutch. Side, oop. Oh, and the old zebra pot. Hello. If you do not have a zebra pot in your life, you are missing out, my friends. This thing is amazing. It's indestructible. Well, I mean, everything we've thrown at it has been good to go. Did you get this from Canadian Outdoor Equipment too?
Yeah.
Yeah. It's a one-stop shop, folks. Cool. All right, cool. Well, I guess we'll check in and see how long it takes to boil this water. All right, status update on the twig stove. What do you think?
It's significantly easier to keep going compared to the last one because of this side door.
Yeah.
But I think the side door also lets out a little bit of heat, which means that it probably boils at about the same rate as the other one. But this one's less hassle and it takes up less space, so
Okay.
might be the winner.
Oh, cool. Yeah, because it seems like the other one, a pro, would have been that it held the heat or the flame in the cylinder, so it only went upward.
Yeah.
Whereas this one seems to go in whatever direction the wind may blow.
And it was a
yeah.
gasifier, so it like reburned the smoke, which was cool, because like it's like, you know, ooh, engineering.
Because there goes the smoke, yeah.
And it looked cool when it worked, like, and it did work quite often. But yeah, it was like harder to feed, and it definitely got clogged up with ash, which restricted flow. So
Yes.
flow is smooth with this one.
Gotta have that flow. All right, so it seems to be boiling. So yeah, I guess we're probably gonna put our pasta in soon. And
Yeah, let me just take a look here. Actually, I need the glove.
yeah, perfect. Oh, it's okay. As long as the bag doesn't burn, the flare up of the flame. Oh, that's your noodle, man.
Oh, actually, she's a bit gone.
Oh boy. Perfect. Oh, straggler. There she goes. Nice. Okay, cool. So let's see how long it takes to cook this pasta. It did go out once, I think, but you know what? We just kind of threw some birch bark pieces in there, and it just ignited instantly again. So, yeah, I think she's working pretty good. It is 7 p.m. right now. 7 p.m. It's so dark. This is crazy. But the stars are out, so it's really cool. I don't think you'd be able to see them on here. I don't think, yeah, they'd show up. But they, yeah, they're so, so beautiful, and there's so many of them. So, I mean, hey, I guess there's a silver lining to all this darkness. Got a tired little Bucky Bear sleeping away on her blankie. That's just outside finishing up some packing, or packing away for the night. And yeah, I'm just in the tent, getting ready to go to bed. We actually made it to a decent time to go to bed. It was really tempting to just crawl in here at 8 p.m. But no, we made it. It's like 10 o'clock or something like that, so that counts. That's good. Good night. Good morning. That was a long and dark night, so I'm happy to be on the other side of that. Hopefully make some breakfast soon. I'm pretty hungry. I felt like we were in the tent forever. It was really, really dark last night and really, really quiet, which is, I mean, nice, but yeah, usually in the summer you can kind of hear some of the birds in the morning and you know it's time to wake up, but yeah, it was just so, so quiet here. And as you can see, the lake is perfectly still this morning, so there's no wind. It's like pretty nice. It's not that cold, but a little bit chilly. So I'm just gonna start a morning fire and get cracking for the day. What's that? Get your stick. Get the stick. Good girl. Even Bucky felt a little stuck in the tent, apparently. Toasty morning fire I was working on here. I don't know if you can see in the fire. I probably should have filmed while I was making it, but I like to build a square with some logs. In this case, I just kind of used some old ones that were from last night, just to sort of build it up a little bit. So you can put some birch bark in the center of that square, and then start slowly pile some twigs on it, and slowly getting bigger with the twigs and logs. I feel like that way it gives it some air underneath the fire just to kind of get it started, and then once it all kind of collapses on itself, you know, it's hot enough that it will just burn properly. Here, buddy. Here's your water. Coffee. So we have here our brand new jet boil system. It's so funny that we have the twig stove and the jet boil. You're probably thinking to yourself. But Matt's a bit of a gearhead. What can I say? Anything that looks kind of cool and gadgety, he loves it. And then we end up with it. This thing's pretty cool though. It is actually really fast and makes really good coffee because it comes with that French press attachment too.
Bailey's?
Yes, please, sir. That's really good.
Yeah, not bad, eh?
Yeah, that's awesome. Hey, Bucky. Checking out the lake? It's cool, you can see the moon. All right, bud, let's head back. Come on. Come on. Okay, Bucky's a mountain goat. Oof, unlike me.
Oatmeal time.
Nice, and coffee refills, right?
Yep.
Perfect.
You want oatmeal right now?
Oatmeal, please. And not peaches and cream, please. Oh, please don't be peaches and cream. Yay! Maple brown sugar. Look at this. Maddie's so smart. When he's done with his twig stove, it's got some little grates on the top, so he just keeps his coffee warm on it with all the coals in there. Smart. Yo, would you rather have long days with a ton of bugs, or no bugs and seemingly eternal darkness?
I mean, probably somewhere in the middle. But
Yeah.
if I had to pick, I might even go with darkness.
Ooh, I was not expecting that from you.
I don't
But-
know.
In a turn of events, I was even thinking I might prefer the long days of bugs.
It just really depends on the level of bugs. Like if you're getting them just
Yeah.
like at one time of the day and they're really, really bad, then yeah, that's like, you know, manageable. But if you're swarmed with bugs like you were at Noonakani, then it's like sort of,
That was brutal.
yeah, that's like sort of like taking away from it
My,
almost.
my climber's memory is kicking in. I'm forgetting how bad things really were. Yeah, that's a tough one. Because I'm with you. I'd split the difference and just say, like, September.
Yeah, yeah.
Right? That's sort of the...
That was
that's
the
sort of
prime time for
Yeah.
sure. But then September, it's not warm enough to go swimming all
Yeah,
the time.
that's true.
So there's that, but that's why you just gotta go in all the months.
So we just left our campsite on McEwan Lake probably about 30 minutes ago. We're now on Three Island Lake. We just completed the portage. We did actually hear a few gunshots this morning, as it is hunting season here in Ontario. It's deer season. The moose season just closed. So yeah, I mean, we kind of made a plan to be really loud and wear high visibility colors and that kind of thing. But it was awesome. There was actually a gentleman there from the Carnarvon Hunt Club who walked us through the portage. So that was really nice. He wanted to make sure that we were nice and safe because he did know the location of all of the hunters in the area. So that was really awesome. It kind of took away all of our concerns, and it's always nice to meet someone, you know, like-minded outdoorsy individual, and yeah, just chat a little bit. He said he did get something this on Thursday, and again, we did hear some gunshots this morning, so we do know that someone had gotten a deer this morning as well. But yeah, so that was just kind of cool. Just a nice thing. Yeah, and Matt was just reminding me, he showed us right on the portage where he actually shot his deer. So, you know, also, PSA, just be careful if it is hunting season where you live, because you just never know where the deer are going to be and where the hunters are going to be. But yeah, fortunately, all was well. Just wanted to, recap that. All right, cool. Just about to start our last portage of the trip. It's from Three Island Lake into Margaret Lake, which is where our car is parked. So yeah, I'm just gonna help Maddie get all this stuff out of the boat, and then I guess we'll be heading out. All right, cool. So we just finished up. We're all done the Margaret Lake Loop. That was an awesome overnight experience. It really did feel like the night lasted forever. It was just such a long night because it's just dark so early and then the sun doesn't come up for so long. But you know, we made it. It's all good. So yeah, here we are. We just finished paddling Margaret Lake. A little Starbucky there. So we just finished paddling Margaret Lake, and Matt's just going to get the car so we can just load everything up and head out. So yeah, thanks again for watching. I really appreciate it. Like and subscribe if you like my videos, and I will see you on the next one.